when I got into school, when I got my first professional deal, right? Like that was here at ESPN.
Yep. Okay.
Like I
45
really
years ago.
Yeah, actually, literally 25 years ago. And it felt like, oh my God, like it feels like you're in it, like you're on something, right?
In that flow state.
I think about the 2 Giants Super Bowl wins against the Patriots, and the one against the Bills, the one against Denver when I was a kid. They were favored, they killed them the whole game. But against the Bills, you know, the Norwood miss and everything, and the last 2, it was like really like, oh my God, this feeling's so good. No wonder people get addicted to stuff, right? Yesterday was not quite that, but it wasn't far away. It was a first-round playoff game, but that felt good.
It felt good to you, and I'm sure it felt good to a lot of Giant fans. That recipe that I continue to push out there about these quarterbacks, man, he went 5 over, or 6 over, better yet, on attempts, because he had 35 attempts, and if you'd have kept him down to, whatever, 30 to 24, but it's close. 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 70-something yards on the ground, another plunge, didn't turn the football over. You go.
That's the key.
That's the way you're supposed to do it. I was so funny and I know you guys watch the some of the telecasts of other networks. All I could do was think about Joe Judge had the same team and the same quarterback. Think about it. A year ago.
Sorry.
And then I'm watching, obviously, a certain telecast that comes on at night with the former offensive coordinator having to talk about how great this quarterback is playing. And I'm like, you just had this dude as his offensive coordinator, quarterback coach.
Okay,
Interesting.
So my takeaway from that is, it's funny. Whenever I hear the word rebuild, like you think, all right, what is that, a 2, 3, 4-year process? And granted, every team, every culture is differently. But
yeah.
We just watched the Giants rebuild and get to the playoffs in year 1 of the Brian Dable era, right? We just watched the Jags, like through Doug Peterson, like literally after the Urban Meyer situation, go through that, get to the playoffs, and win a playoff game. Like, so it's doable as long as you have the right coaches that provide the right culture. Like, that's where it starts.
It's not even. You mentioned 2 teams there. The Giants was an evaluation year. It wasn't a rebuild
That's
year.
right, Key. I'm glad you said that. It's not a rebuild. It was an evaluation year.
It was an evaluation year. They went out and got a couple little scrappy pieces that they could put in there that would help them.
Veterans on the O-line who knew what they were doing, even if they were past it.
Time started to tick throughout the course of the year, you started to say to yourself, well, maybe this isn't an evaluation year. Oh, okay. We're going to win another one. Okay. What do you think? Man, I think we got something here. Then another one and another one. They start stacking them W's up. And now you say, well, man, can 4 teams come out of the NFC East to go to – 4 teams. Remember that? Yep. Remember 3 months ago, 4 teams can come out of the NFC East. Oh, my God. Then the Giants, can they do this? The Giants right now might go further than the Cowboys and further than the Eagles in the playoffs, and they were supposed to be an evaluation year. The Eagles were not an evaluation year, neither were the Cowboys.
If Jalen Hurts is feeling bad, the Giants have a shot to beat him, right? But Jalen Hurts would have to be compromised. But, from the Giants' point of view, he is, right? He might be. So Daniel Jones, Key mentioned it, 24 of 35, 301 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns, 78 rushing yards. He's the first player in playoff history with 300 passing yards, 2 passing TDs, and 70 rushing yards in a playoff game. And by the way, even if someone else does it, you'd have to add in 0 turnovers. He ran for 7 first downs. That's tied for the second most by a quarterback in a playoff game since 2005. And he was huge on 3rd down.
4th and 1 again, like on their own 38.
No, they went for the 2-point conversion with Saquon.
That's right.
That's what I was saying.
But I'm talking this one, 4th and 1 on their own 38. They go for it.
Yep.
Like I just like that kind of momentum, that mentality that, no, we're not here to play it safe. We're here to be aggressive, and that's our mentality moving forward.
Yeah, if Slayton catches that out the back gate, just use your hands, man. Pluck it.
Yeah, it ends the game.
Just a simple pluck it. You body catching every time. Like I tell you, Jay, when you body catch, you're going to drop the football. Use your damn hands. Put the pinkies together. And in that case, it's going away from you. Put your index fingers. Put it all just nice and easy, just right there. Bam.
And we're going to have to get into it, guys, because I know a lot of it has to do with things other than the quarterback and coaching and everything else. You know, Justin Herbert's not playing. Daniel Jones still is, right? And I'll tell you something else. Kirk Cousins, who I said for so long is an empty calorie stack quarterback. He's a compiler, but if I always use this example, if it's 3rd and 8, he'll get you 6.
Or 4th and 8.
And I thought he turned the corner. And then on 4th and 8, he gets you 5.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.